Hi, it's Darnell with Living Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up a whole ham in the Ninja Foodi XL Pro Air Fry Oven. We're going to see how it does with a whole ham right now. Alright, so here I have the ham, and it is a Costco spiral sliced ham that was hickory smoked. This is a pre-cooked ham. This is not a raw ham. This is a 10-pound ham. It's 9.87 pounds, and so with that I'm going to be cooking that in the Ninja. I'm going to make my own ham glaze. I prefer to make my own glaze, and so I'm going to tell you the ingredients for the glaze. Got about a tablespoon of allspice berries, got a tablespoon of freshly cracked black pepper, got a quarter cup of wildflower honey, a cup of apple juice, and 2 cups of dark brown sugar. I'm going to be heating those up separately, and I'll put those on later, so you'll see me put these on later in the glaze. Just basically heat and mix is for what you do with the glaze ingredients. But for the ham, I'm going to get it on out of its bag. Alright, so we got the ham out. The best guide for cooking a ham is the packaging that comes with the ham. That's going to tell you the temperature to cook your ham at. This particular ham, you're supposed to cook at 275. I always cook ham up to 145, then I throw my glaze on for about maybe 8 or 10 minutes like this recommends, but I use probably a lower temperature when I put my glaze on than they recommend, because I cook mine up to 145 so it's completely done after I'm applying the glaze. But I'm just going to take my iGrill 2 temperature probe and stick it deep into my ham here, and it's already pre-sliced, so it's like it's already, you know, going into sliced ham rather than a unsliced ham. I'm going to take some foil and wrap it up good with foil. It's supposed to wrap the ham tightly with foil. I do want to mention I have the ham on Copper Chef bake and grill mat. That helps make clean up a bit easier once all the juices and stuff are out, and, you know, keeps things from getting stained on the Ninja Foodi bake pan. So just gonna finish getting the foil all around the ham. It's supposed to do that to help retain the moisture, although I found, and I'm going to use the air roast function on the Foodi, I found the air roast function keeps things super moist to begin with, but all the same, I've always found it's a real good idea to follow the instructions that come with the ham. I've got a rack on the lowest rack level, level 1, in the Ninja Foodi, and so I'm just going to finish applying my foil here, real nice. And usually these hams at 275, and this being a 10-pound ham, these can take up to a few hours. You know, generally speaking, you want to give yourself probably 2-3 hours, you know, it's going to take to get up to temp. So, you know, I just stick things in. I don't mind that 90-second preheat. That doesn't get things up nearly to temp anyway, and it's just 90 seconds. So I put things in before that 90-second preheat even kicks in. So closing up here, turning the Ninja Foodi on. And I've got things, I'm going to move things up to the whole roast function. So we're on whole roast. And I'm going to set my time. I'm going to put the time out to 3 hours. I don't know if it'll need 3, but we'll just set it out to 3 anyway. And I'm going to set my temperature down to 275 because that's recommended for this ham. So we got it down to, whoops, a little too low. 275, 3 hours. We'll see how that works out. Gonna hit start, and it's gonna go through its little quickie preheat. Then it's gonna do the cooking, and if we need to add time, we'll add time. If we don't, then once it's 145 degrees in the meat, we'll get our glaze on. But when I bring you back, Lord willing, we'll be ready to throw on some glaze. If I bring you back earlier, that means there was more we had to do before glaze time. Alright, so things have been cooking for 3 hours now. Just got seconds left. The temperature is at 141 degrees Fahrenheit, a little short of the target of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. However, I do believe once I get the glaze on and I have to put it back in, I'll just heat it for a little hotter than I normally would. I would probably take the temp down like maybe 225 on a different setting just to get it to the nice kind of glaze that's cooked in pretty nice. But since it didn't reach 145, I'll probably continue the whole roast. I'll probably maybe bump it up a little bit to maybe 325 and do whole roast for a little while. And the carryover will probably still take things up to the 145, even, you know, just letting it set. You know, it probably could do nothing at all, and it probably would still hit that 145 through the carryover. But we'll, you know, make sure that it gets to where it needs to get to ensure that all bacteria is out of it. Even though the ham is pre-cooked, you want to heat the ham because you want to make sure that you kill all bacteria in the ham. You don't have a guarantee that all the bacteria is dead if you don't heat the ham up to at least 145 degrees Fahrenheit. So you don't want to take a pre-cooked ham and just assume you can just take it from the store and just get right to eating. So going to get it on out now. If you're wondering about the gloves or the cooker or anything, or the iGrill 2, you want any of that stuff, you can look in the video description. Go to my Amazon shop, which is amazon.com/shop/waveovenrecipes. You can find links and references to all that stuff on my Amazon shop, and you pay the same price you always would there. You just help this channel when you shop through that. But getting the foil out of the way now, so just going to move this foil here. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my glaze that I've had cooking. And so, getting my glaze over here. I've had my glaze over on my New Wave pick heating up. And I used to sometimes, like, as far as the glaze, I used to like try and use a brush and brush it out. And I've just found, you know, it's just easier just to go for it. Just pour the stuff over it. Just go for it. And so I just pour it right over. I just straight go for it. I don't try and be pretty with it or anything. I just pour it and try and make sure, Lord willing, I pour it all over the ham. And, you know, I get what I get and I don't pitch a fit. And so that's it. And so gonna open back up here and get my ham back in. You can see my ham's temp is now at 142 degrees Fahrenheit, so we are closer to our target temperature already. But we're going to close up. Alright, now that I've got it in, I'm going to keep it on at whole roast, and I'm going to up the temperature to, let's do 350. We'll do 350. And the time, I need to bring time down from like 3 hours because that's way too much. I'm just going to do, it won't even, well, hold on. Well, the whole roast setting won't let me do any less than an hour. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit start with that. And I'm going to let it go maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes. But we'll definitely let it get to 145. We'll see how long that takes. And I'll bring you on back. Alright, so I've let things go for just 8 minutes. The temp is at 146. The way the ham's looking to me, I want to stop here. I don't even want to go 10, definitely not 15 minutes because I don't want to dry my ham out. So, you know, we reached our 145, now 146. We want to, you know, stop right there while we're ahead. And we're going to basically get this thing on out of here as soon as we get to an even 8 minutes. So, stop it right there. I'll just shut things down. And its fan continues to run internally for a while to cool things down after you turn the cooker off. That's just to kind of help things get internally cool. It's good for it, good for its longevity. So if you have this cooker, you hear the fan going after you've turned it off, don't get alarmed, don't get worried at all. Alright, I'm getting the meat probe out. We can see it Made it up to 148 while it was just hanging out here, or 147-ish. So, gonna get this on out and put it on my rack over here carefully. And so just set it like so. Got some juice that kind of spilled over there. That's okay. But there's our completed lovely ham. And let's see if I can get these gloves off. Now I'm just going to get one of these tasty spiral slices off. Just take this one here off. I'll just set that there like this and just maybe do a slice through it like this right here. You know, this is like the outer slice, so of course it's, you know, a little more done than the inner slices, but it looks like things turned out very well. So now it's taste testing time. Alright, let's taste test this ham. Here we go. Okay, ham turned out great. That glaze tastes great. Had to sneak myself a second slice. So everything turned out good. Of course, the outermost slice is a little more done than the rest of the ham will be, and that's okay. I really like it. The Ninja Foodi XL Pro Air Fry Oven did a great job. Great job. 10-pound ham, cooked it up real good. I like it. And so, you know, with that, I just want to say in the video description you can find like this recipe. You can find other recipes on my blog at superwaveovenrecipes.com. You can find a referral link, as I said, to this cooker and other things. Also, you can join as a member to get like views of my videos before they go public. All types of good stuff. All types of good stuff. Sorry about that. But basically, you know, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Share the video with a friend. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and good eating.